Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. This video, I want to look at a question from the question paper of November 2024. So we are going to look at question 8, which reads, start the cartoon below and answer the questions. So you're given a cartoon that you need to go through. So you see that we have a scale that we have there, whereby we've got someone who's in the middle, who is representing the Supreme Court, and on the other end, we have got democracy, which is outweighing the plutocracy. So you just need to go through the cartoon and understand it. Then we go beneath that, we have got the question part, whereby the first part, 8.1, reads, give four main functions of employers' organizations. And we see that our question has got 8 marks, and of course, it requires you to raise 4 points each with 2 marks. So you're going to see that employers' organizations, these are just representing collective organizations which seek to coordinate the behavior of their member countries in matters of mutual interest, such as maybe during negotiations with a trade unions. So basically, that's what we. So in terms of the functions now of these employers' organizations, you're going to see that they seek to provide skills in handling unrest and disputes within the company in terms of the member country. So within the context of their respective businesses, how do employers handle disputes at their workplaces? So basically, that's what we have in terms of one of the functions of employers organizations, and they also advise members with ways to deal with dispute resolutions. So that is another function that we can also mention. But according to our other section, we have those functions are listed, whereby we are saying to strengthen the bargaining power of employers. So the employers organization are there to strengthen the bargaining power of employers, and also to supply expertise in handling unrest and disputes within the company, to negotiate collective agreements with labor unions, to assist members in dispute resolution, to handle disputes on national level, to help members in day-to-day industrial relations. So these are the factors that we have. But of course, according to the question, it requires you to raise 4 points. So moving on to the next question, it reads, list 10 rights of management. List 10 rights of management. So we're going to see that the rights of management that we have the right to control. We've got the right to supervise, the right to discipline. We also have the right to decision making, these employees, strategic planning, close a business, merging, transfer and promote employees, join an employer's organization, and to lock out. So those are the rights that we have. So you're going to see that the employers gives management the right to manage the office and also direct the working forces. So that is the essence of the rights of management, whereby we are saying their rights comes from the employers as the owners of the businesses. So basically, this is a rundown of the rights that we have. So we go to the next part of our question, whereby we are now having 8.3, which needs this briefly describe the duties and rights of a shop steward. So you are going to see that a shop steward basically is a person elected by workers. For example, in a we can give any business to represent them in dealings with management. So basically, we are saying a shop steward comes as a person that is going to represent other workers at a workplace. Obviously, that shop steward will be representing a trade union. So we are saying a shop steward is an employee elected by the trade union members at a workplace. So that's a shop steward. So the consents of the workers in that workplace are going to be represented by that shop steward. So that's what we have. And then our question is saying describe the duties and rights of a shop steward. So we're going to see that we have got a column for duties, and then we have a column for rights. So this is a column for duties, and then we've got a column for rights. So for duties, we are saying to represent and help employees during grievance and disciplinary procedures, and then to check whether the employer is acting according to the law and according to collective agreements, to report unfair or illegal behavior of the employer, to advise employees and keep them informed of union plans, to inform trade unions about problems in the workplace, and also to act as a delegate to the union congress. So these are the duties of a steward. And then if you look at the rights of a steward now, it's to take time off to represent employees. So they have to be given time to represent the employees. It's their right, and the employer cannot deter that. So that's what we have on the first point. Then second one, to access information about the business that can have an effect on the employees, to report employee behavior to the union, to be protected from victimization by the employer, to perform union-related tasks and be part of union activities. So you see that this is a rundown that we have in terms of rights of a shop steward. So moving on to the next question, which is now going to be 8.4, briefly list the qualities of a good shop steward. So we are going to see that the qualities of a good shop steward. Obviously, we have also a rundown in terms of those qualities, whereby we are saying that a shop steward should be characterized by being a union member, should also be an employee. So those are just basics that we are just supposed to know. And then the shop steward should be good at conflict management, which is the quality. Should be patient and honest, educated in labor law and policy. So obviously, in terms of the application of the components of the policies, also the shop steward uh, should comprehend the elements of the policies, and also what does the law say, maybe in terms of labor law. Then we go to educated in company health and safety regulations, knowledgeable about company health and safety regulations, good at multitasking, open-minded, and then lastly, we were able to balance many different views. So those are the qualities that we have in terms of that should be possessed by a shop steward. So we move on to the last part of our question, is 8.5 saying define a shop steward. So we have defined a shop steward earlier, whereby we were saying a shop steward is a person that is elected by workers, that is going to represent workers at the workplace. And obviously, that shop steward will be reporting directly to the trade union, whereby the concerns of the workers at that workplace are being handled by that shop steward. So that's what we have. So we've got a brief description that we have in terms of a shop steward. The other section whereby we are saying it's an appointed or elected union officer who represents fellow workers in discussions with management and tries to resolve work-related problems in their early stages. So that's the description that we have in terms of the shop steward. So thank you for listening, and hopefully the video is helpful. And please, let's take note about typical examination questions will be uploaded on this channel. So let's stay tuned and let's get notified. Let's subscribe. Let's share the video to our colleagues who are doing labor relations at 5. We'll meet again in the next video.